Okay.
Okay. Is my mic on?
Yep.
Welcome to the July 10th, 2024 meeting for the Historical Architectural Review Board. Thank you for coming and in joining us for our efforts to preserve our city's architectural resources. Membership on this board includes registered architect Joe Phillips, licensed real estate brokers Diana Hodgson and Joseph McGavin, residents and business owners within the historic district, Rodman Young, Connie Postupak, and Bethlehem's chief building official way down at the other end of the table, Mike Simonson. Applicants for the certificate of appropriateness will be reviewed in the order in which they were received. Mr. Phillips will describe the proposed changes as well as significant features of the building and describe the standards that apply to each project. Approved changes to district structures are based on Bethlehem's historic ordinance and the Secretary of Interior's standards. Project presentations are limited to 45 minutes and 5 minutes for comments from each visitor. Applicants will present their proposal, then the board members will ask questions or hold a discussion with the applicant. A motion is made and additional discussion may ensue before the vote is taken. The motion may approve the submission as made, approve with modifications, or deny with clear reasons why the proposal does not meet the qualifications. It may also be tabled with a list of qualifications needed to allow the board to make a COA recommendation. The recommendation of this board is then submitted to City Council for issuance or denial of the COA. An appeal to City Council may be made by an owner who disagrees with a decision made by HARB. Recommendations made today may be acted upon by City Council at their next meeting, which is typically on the first and third Tuesdays. No work can begin until approval is received. So, housekeeping a little bit. It's been a while. Can we approve the minutes from
May.
May? I have April.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I second it.
Okay. Are there any conflicts with today's applications?
Nope.
Okay.
We should take a vote on the minutes.
Oh, sorry. I'm rushing you.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further conversation? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Okay. Anyone here from the community who would like to make public comment on some of the presentation that's being made this evening? Just so we know. And everybody should be signing in. At that table right there, there's a sheet for your signing.
Couple chairs up here too.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
Chairs.
All righty. First on the list is 48 and combined with 35 East Market, right?
48 East Walnut. There. Come forward. How are you? Good. So the applicant owner of the property located at 48 East Walnut Street proposes to repair in kind slate shingles on lower gable roof and replace an aluminum gutter and downspout with white aluminum K-style gutter and downspout. Should be noted that the existing gutters, which are very damaged, as you can see in the,
Around.
this is 48, which are very damaged, are half round gutters and round downspout. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. It's a 1.5 story cross gabled slate roof garage building clad with wood, board and batten siding. The street facing facade contains a single two bay wide garage door and a single man door with a pair of fixed 9-light windows above it. There's also a pair of 6/6 light double hung windows centered in the upper portion of the gable end.
Joe, can you move the mic closer to you, please?
How's that?
Perfect.
So is there anything further you'd like to present to us?
Relatively minor project. So basically just one side of the roof and also two parts, front house and the back house. This is only applied to the back house, half of it.
All right.
Is the back side of the roof where you're replacing it, is that visible from the street?
So it's this one,
Yes.
or this
Yeah.
One side.
Okay.
It's the side with the damaged gutter, right? That you're replacing the roof on? So it's the lower portion of the building.
Oh, okay.
And it says in kind, so it's currently slate and you're replacing with slate?
So you're not touching anything that's on this end of the building? Okay. So you currently have K gutters now?
No.
No,
they're
you
half
have,
round.
Semi-round gutters.
but you want to use K gutters.
I'm not sure what it is. Contract was signed.
It says
Oh.
K gutters in the application. Yeah, on the first page of the work order or whatever it is, from Home Genius, under job specifications,
It lists K gutters.
it lists K gutters.
Mhm.
I would like to see half-round gutters. I don't know how the rest of you feel about that, but I think
Yeah,
that half-round should be replaced because it is existing with half-round.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I agree.
I agree. Also, in the job description or the proposal that he got, it says that they're replacing them with asphalt architectural shingles.
Oh.
It doesn't say slate.
And
The application says in kind, but here it says Owens Corning, duration 25 years, architectural black colonial slate. It's on page 5 of 13 in that contract.
So Mike, did you see this without that tarp that's on there now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have page 5 of 7.
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Owens Corning, yeah.
But the specifications, it talks about the K gutters and it talks about half round.
What page are you on?
Pardon me?
What page?
2 of 7. It's confusing because it lists 3 different types of gutters.
Well, all I can say is I would give the person who was filling out the paperwork the benefit of the doubt and saying that they were plugging in the same information roof after roof and did not remove the correct or the incorrect information.
I think that just refers to, it's like, yeah, it's a standard form,
Right.
and it's talking about, they use exposed bracket hangers. If they're using half-round gutters, that's how they attach them.
Well, it should be the half round. It shouldn't be the K gutters.
Correct.
Right. So do you want to make a motion then, Joe?
Well, we have to, the motion should deal with the shingles too.
Okay.
I didn't get to that part yet.
Yep, no, I know, that's what I said. Yeah, it's on page.
If I ask the contractor to change it to half round, do I need to come back again?
No.
But you, Mr. Hill, you will want to have him correct his proposal so that you know exactly what you're getting before he takes out the hammer. Yeah.
So I'm confused. Is he replacing the whole roof or just the part that's damaged?
Just half.
And on the other side, on the good side of the roof, is that slate?
I'm not sure. I believe
Okay.
So it's the low portion facing the
alley,
street,
The street.
the alley, yeah, west, it's kind of an alley there.
Right.
But it's called Walnut Street, so.
So it should be slate as well.
Correct.
So the whole roof isn't damaged. You've got a damaged portion of the roof. Is he proposing to replace everything or just the damaged part?
So he's ripping off half of the shingles, the damaged part of the shingles, and the slates, and then replacing them.
You look at Walnut Street. It's on the right-hand side. Half of
This half,
it.
this half, correct?
Yes. The half of the
Yes.
Okay, so just,
Front and back.
okay.
Oh,
Front
okay.
and-
So
Front
this
and
is the
back.
only part that's damaged right here.
Right, but Mr. Hill is saying that they're going to take it off halfway on the roof, cut it, the damaged part off, leave the originals on one side, and take the other half off and replace only the damaged side. Is that
No,
correct?
I don't think
No?
that's.
No.
what it is.
No,
I think
all
it's,
right.
I think
Then
it's
I'm
if you
really
look at this
confused.
building and see it's two different heights,
Yes.
he's going to replace the bottom lower section, front and back.
Front and back.
But it's
Okay.
only
Yeah.
half
All
of the
right.
building
Yeah.
total.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, front and back.
That's-
Yeah.
So think of
I
he's like going to
apologize.
replace the right hand side, front and back, but not the left hand side. But
Thank
they're
you.
at different levels.
Okay.
I just think that, I mean, you've got three, it looks like you have three courses that are damaged, but they're, instead of just replacing three courses of slate, he's gonna put a whole new roof on?
But the application says that it's being replaced in kind with slate.
Slate.
The contractors, on page 5 of 13 of that piece of it, the contractor's proposal says Owens Corning duration. Shingle color colonial slate. Also calls for black colored chimney flashing. Is there a chimney on that section of the building? I don't see a chimney on that section.
There's reference to a skylight flashing kit. Is there a skylight in that?
Yeah.
That's
there's
that's
a
what the,
skylight.
Yeah, that's on the back side. See that?
yeah, yeah.
But it's also talking about it's gonna tear off and haul away debris, one layer of asphalt.
Mhm.
Yeah, these
Page
are-
5 of 13, job specifications, tear off and haul away.
What do these numbers underneath
Pardon me?
represent, Joe?
What?
What do the numbers underneath the tear off and haul away, the 810, what does that represent?
That could be
Just a
square feet,
code?
square
Oh,
feet or
okay.
something,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
One dumpster. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because under underlayment, it says 810 as well.
Whatever we rule here, we're going to have to make sure that the contractor sees what we decide on before.
Well, should
Yeah.
we, this is a suggestion, should we put this on hold until these, all of these details have been ironed out, and then it goes to Mike to look at after we make a certificate of appropriateness?
Well, I think we can make a certificate of appropriateness. We could give him the appropriate way to repair the roof.
Correct,
You know what I mean? And just make sure the contractor does that at the time he pulls for the permit.
right.
I just don't understand why, if you've got three three rows of slate that are damaged, you're going to rip the whole roof off and replace everything, whereas they could just replace the slates, those three courses of slate, unless I'm missing something from the photo.
I don't know what the damage to the roof underlayment is or anything like that without, taking off some of the slate.
I don't know if this has changed since the original application, but on the agenda, it says the applicant proposes to repair in-kind slate shingles on lower gable roof and replace gutter and downspout. That's not the application that we're looking at
No.
now. We're
When
looking,
was the original application made?
yeah, I don't know.
Saw that. It was early.
It says this is received 5/1.
Yeah, but there's
May
another, yeah. Saw that.
Yeah, this application does say repair and replace slate portion of roof.
April.
But the contractor's work orders or proposal, whatever you want to call it, did not agree with the application.
No, I mean, there's nothing in the application doesn't match the proposal. I don't think that the contractor understands what they're dealing with for a property in the historic district. Because what we're saying that we're going to get is not what the contractor is saying that he's going to do.
Correct.
What exactly do you change?
Pardon me?
What exactly are the issues?
So when you submitted the application, or whoever did on your behalf, they said that they were going to replace the slate shingles on the building with slate shingles on the building. Your contractor is proposing to replace the slate shingles with asphalt shingles. So he's not proposing to do what you said you were going to do in the application. So what we need, if you're going to replace the roof, is we need it replaced with slate shingles and with half round gutters, like it exists
Is
now.
that okay with you? So-
Okay. Well, then I'll make a motion to
Go ahead, Mike.
I'll make a motion to approve a COA for 35 East Market Street and 48 East Walnut Street to remove and replace all slate shingles in kind,
Mhm.
and any gutters that are being removed and replaced should be replaced with half round gutters and round downspouts. All trim is to match the color of the existing, and then whatever we fill in for the rest with the flashing and for the other thing.
Like, should that be modified to say to remove damaged slate shingles? But they're not looking at that, they have to remove all the slate?
Well, you propose to remove that lower half, right? So,
3 rows, right? Fish?
I mean, if they get there, well, let me just to be clear, if they get there and they start removing them and they find out they can only have to remove I'm not going to make them remove the entire roof.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, they can just,
But that's going to be determined in the field. I don't want to.
right, correct, okay.
I think Mike's motion was any slate that are removed shall be replaced in kind with slate. Any gutters removed should be replaced in kind with half round gutters and round downspouts.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
Exactly the same as before.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
May I
But-
just make one comment, though? If Mr. Hill if this is reflecting, the cost of this is reflecting asphalt shingles, and he gets slate, he's going to these numbers will change drastically.
Yeah, he needs to deal with that.
Agreed, but I'm just saying to you, Mr. Hill, you know, there's going to be a difference when he sharpens his pencil and comes back to you with exactly what has to be done.
That's fine.
And if he's not experienced working with slate, he may not understand what he needs to do. That's just my experience in the past. I second the motion.
Thank you. Motion has been made and seconded. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote. Connie.
Aye.
Diana.
Aye.
Rod.
Aye.
And Joe. Second, Mike made the motion. Motion carries unanimously.
So what you have to do now, we're going to write up this formal motion and COA. Once you get that, I'll get you a copy of it, and then you can show that to your contractor exactly what they have to do. Okay?
Thank
you.
Don't let them start until then.
Don't move because you're next still, right? 35 East Market.
Oh, I thought I did.
I thought he did both.
I did
thought he
both.
covered both in the
Covered both.
motion.
Well, what's the work?
It's only got the
Yeah, it's only the gutters and down, yeah.
Can we keep them separate, please?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Sure.
So, I mean, this will be quick and easy.
But I'll make a motion to any gutters that are replaced on 35 East Market Street that are currently half round have to be replaced in kind with half round and round downspouts.
And I'll second that.
Color to match the existing.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded by Rod. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Connie.
Aye.
Diana.
Aye.
And Joe.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seventeen East Church Street.
Hey, how are you?
good.
Okay. Applicant owner of the property located at 17 East Church Street proposes to build and install a custom cedar privacy gate on the west and north facing brick walls. And I think we all know this house by now, so
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet at that. So the photographs that are attached, are they an example of what you're looking to do?
Yeah, an example. It'll be a vertical, vertical plank, custom to fit. We're just trying to gain a little bit more privacy on the front end and also on the back side. Also with a little dog who we've barricaded in at this point, so it'll be nice to have, some things to put these clothes on.
Now, the first photo is a smooth front,
Mhm.
and the second is a staggered.
It's like a board and batten, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost. Looks like it. Or
Which
maybe
are
that's
you proposing
just
to
the
do?
grain. That might just be the grain, actually.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's staggered.
Look at the bottom
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
right.
Okay.
It's staggered.
It would be a, what was
The first one would be just a smooth, completely smooth surface, and the other is one in front of the other, one stacked on the other.
Well, but you're not putting the fence in, you're just putting the gates up. Right, so the fence isn't even going to be part of it, it's just going to be the gate.
Right.
And the gate goes
When you look
between.
at, when you look at the house
From straight.
from the street,
Mhm.
there's a brick wall, you need a gate in there.
Right.
Then when you go up and down the alley, and this is something we talked about the
Last
first
time.
time it was through, then when you go up the alley, there's another wall that's been built, brick wall, and that just needs a gate.
Is there a
Is
gate
that a
on the brick
question?
wall as well?
There is, it's like a vertical iron, but if you can see right through it,
Right. So that's
The
not
dog
part
could
of this
probably get through it.
application.
that is part of that. Yeah, there would be both gates.
Yeah,
So you're going to
it
remove the
mentions
existing
both.
gates and install these privacy.
Privacy.
Okay.
Yep.
They're not going to be painted, maybe treated, but not painted.
Treated, yeah, you have to see.
So there's no photo of what the iron gate is going to look like?
Well, they'll be similar, even though they're different sizes, but they'll be, vertical plant custom-made cedar gates.
So they're both cedar. So what was,
He's removing the iron gates.
oh, you're removing the
Yeah, these
iron.
iron gates are currently
Okay.
existing.
Okay.
And they're going to be arched top like it shows there.
Yep.
And black hardware.
Hardware.
Yeah.
Can I make a motion?
1 second.
I'd make a motion
Hang
to,
on a second.
Hold on.
oh, 1 second.
Hold that thought. Sorry.
Joe, in your overview,
Mhm.
you made a comment about blocking views, or what exactly was it?
That's in the site elements in our historic district guidelines. That's more to do with fences in like front yards. They don't want them to be too tall.
Higher than 4
Right,
foot.
so that it blocks the view of the structure, but these are to the side and the rear, correct?
So
About
they're
how
not-
high will these
There you go.
gates be?
The gate on, with the front view, the gate, I don't have the exact measurement in front of me, I think the contractor does, but I would be very surprised if it was above 4 feet.
Okay.
It's a pretty low wall. The alley gate is significantly higher, probably about 6.5 feet, the wall.
Hmm.
6 feet, 6.5 feet. So that one, yeah.
So the alley will be approximately 6 feet.
And there's no
And the-
corner
the-
at the alley, so it wouldn't be in a line of sight or anything like that.
Right.
the north-facing gate,
Mhm.
that one is almost all the way to the back of the house, correct?
It is, it's past the back of the house. It's actually next to the garage,
Right.
the rear.
So it's way back from Church Street.
Correct. Yeah, it's on wall.
I mean,
Okay. I'm ready if you are.
I made a motion to approve the installation of custom cedar privacy gates on the west and north-facing brick walls in accordance with the discussion outlined above and the guideline guideline citations outlined below.
I'll second it.
One last question. How are they being attached to so there's brick walls on each side of both gates. How are they being attached to the brick?
So on the Church Street facing gate, it is lagged into the brick, the metal hinge.
Okay.
On the Long Street, it's actually I want to say it's a 2x8 that it's lagged into. So I'm gonna let that up to the discretion of the contractor.
Yep.
You know, depending on like what works, what makes it clean, you know, look very nice and uniform from the outside. So I'm not 100% sure what their plan is, but they've looked at it and, you know, I think that's a fairly easy installation.
Okay.
The hardware will be black, you said, right?
So I do have a quick question, I'm sorry. The color of the stain then, your front door is already a wood tone. So is that going to match?
I think we did match it. I think the goal of the front door was to really make it like as natural looking as possible. They actually stained it something dark and we had them sanded and stained it with more of a natural finish. So yes, I would prefer to match it.
Okay.
But does cedar need to be stacked?
It doesn't need to be, but
Doesn't, yeah.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Connie?
Aye.
Diana?
Aye.
Rod seconded. Joe made the motion. Mike?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
okay.
Thanks so
Thanks.
much.
Number of them signed in.
If you haven't, please do.
Right here.
446 Main Street, please.
Yeah, yep, come on up. I also added, I handed it out to everybody. There was an addition to this project for some vinyl window decals.
Okay, 446 Main Street, applicant owner of the property located at 446 Main Street proposes to install a 2-foot by 16-foot, 32 square foot by inch and a quarter aluminum wall sign with vinyl applied graphics, and the proposed sign will not be illuminated. And the addenda here I'm assuming, is this vinyl lettering? Okay, it has the store hours that are proposed for the front window, or is that the front door? Front door. So the glass in the front door is the hours, and then on the front window, is it the soft serve ice cream handmade? It's hard to read what that says, but truffles, and then okay, yeah, it's just there's a glare there, so you can't read that. Any further?
So the Chocolate Lab sign itself, that or the horizontal sign, is that also aluminum?
So I don't know what that sign is. Our contractor refers to, I mean, there's two options. He can put the new sign over it and use wooden screws and just go right over it, which he kind of prefers instead of like ripping it down. Or he can put, or he can take it down and then use tack-on screws, I guess he said, to secure it. And then he would make sure that those are painted black, so everything blends in. There's like discoloration.
Well, if he attaches it to what's there, he's not going to put any more holes in the brick or the
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
or
thinking.
the joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his preference,
Mhm.
that he do that.
So is that going to protrude any further? How thick is it? Whatever you're going to put on top?
It's
just
3/16
okay.
of an inch, yeah, the sign.
Okay.
Is the sign aluminum?
It is aluminum.
And you mentioned to me on your way in that the vinyl decals are going to have the the Moravian Star.
Yeah, so I was emailing with Stephanie, so if you see, sorry, can I approach?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't feel like I was recording.
Nope.
Okay.
Here, here. Here's your drop.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so actually, so because of the metal piece there, obviously we don't want to disturb that at all. What I had given to Stephanie, I emailed her a new updated one. These two characters would be on the right side instead of the left side.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then-
you're talking about the
Oops, sorry.
vertical
This-
frame, right?
This
Yeah.
piece right here.
Yeah, that's, so
Okay.
I'm talking about that piece. So these, the images here, the logos, would be moved to this side. Because of the spacing, this would then just be moved over a little bit so that we could have like, it's a handmade and then truffles is on the other side of the metal piece.
Got it.
So
That makes
nothing's going
sense.
over it.
Yep.
And then what I had said is that we wanted to kind of go with like the whole Bethlehem thing. So we had him create the Bethlehem Star. So instead of the bullet points, it's going to be the Bethlehem Star in between the three different pieces that we're offering.
So the cones are your logo. Is this your logo color?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you see, the ampersand that's on the sign, that is our color.
Oh, yes.
That actually is going to be more featured inside the store versus outside the store.
So then,
So how large are these logos?
They're true to size, what you see there.
Let me guess.
Oh, a guess.
a foot?
Maybe a foot. Yeah.
The ice cream cone logo is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the band sign, that's you name your company and your logo, right? Twisted
Oh,
and
the
Dipped.
bottom part that you see on there?
No. I'm talking about the band sign across the.
Twisted and
Oh,
dipped.
Twisted and Dipped is the
Twisted.
company name. Yes, and
Okay.
it is from Truffle Bar, which is my business, and Batch Micro Creamery. And we're collaborating to bring a new concept together.
So nothing's going to be lit.
Nothing is lit. No.
Nothing is
That's
what?
brave.
Lit,
Illuminated.
lit.
Illuminated.
Illuminated. I mean, I kind of was walking down Main, I mean, I've been to Main Street a million times, but as I was walking down Main Street, it's so well lit already with like the natural lights that are on the street, like the street lights, that I kind of feel like if people are gonna see our sign, they're gonna see our sign, they're knowing they're there. We have huge window space and the light in the store. It's definitely a more modern, vibrant concept, so it's white walls in there, so you're gonna physically see a lot of it.
Okay.
I mean, we're across from the Bethlehem, so hopefully people will see us.
Yeah, we kind of see that reflection.
Yeah, exactly.
And does there, one last question is, if one sign is on another sign, will the contractor be making sure that it doesn't get ruined with water dripping between the two signs?
I can make sure that he secures it appropriately, whether he uses like a fastening,
Yeah, I'm just thinking even caulking, I don't
Like
know how
caulking
one
or-
would do it,
yeah.
right? But,
Silicone caulk.
yeah.
Well, they need to submit for a permit, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that,
I mean,
that requires
This is just to allow them to get the
Got it.
That
design of the
requires
sign. We'll,
an
we'll,
application that actually requires an engineered
yeah,
sealed
we'll,
drawing
we'll
to make
look
sure
at the
it's gonna
sign and,
fall
and
off the building.
installation and stuff when we get there.
I'm ready to make a motion.
Go.
Okay, I propose to allow for a certificate of appropriateness to be given to Twisted and Dipped for their banner sign across their windows, as well as as the application has been submitted, and then following suit to have the front door windows with the store hours as submitted, and then the front window with the adjustments that have been made, including taking out the bullet points, adding in a star, moving the logo from the left side of the shop windows to the right. And colors are acceptable since they are part of the logo itself.
I'll second.
But I just want to ask a couple of questions before, just to clean that up. Is the hours going on the window or on the door?
The door, so the door.
The
window.
glass in the door.
Okay, and what color are they going to be?
White.
Good question.
All right, and then the second question I had is, so when you submit it, I just wanted to be clear for the record. It says when it's submitted, it says masonry screws, tapcons will be used to fasten the sign of the brick. But if she's going to fasten it, if they're going to fasten it to the existing sign, just make that adjustment
Right.
To the wood.
to the wood screws.
And the hours on door, they're in white.
They're going to be in the same font as this logo, or is there a type of font? The
What font are
hours.
you talking-
the
The
hours.
hours, yes, everything is in the same font. Right, Braille, I think it's called. Everything that is in our store and everything all over the place, the logo, everything is the same font.
As the soft serve ice cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
The hours on the windows.
Okay. Motion has been made. Did I hear a second?
Yeah,
Second.
That was you.
it's okay.
All right. You're so kind.
I'm playing well today.
Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Connie.
Aye.
Diana made the motion. Rod.
Aye.
Joe seconded. Mike.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Good
Okay,
luck.
thank you.
Have
Yeah,
fun.
When do you open?
That's always the magic question.
Hopefully next week.
Great.
We actually have the health inspector coming on Friday. And then.
My office next
What
week.
is
Next week for
The
my
next
office.
week for Monday, I think we have the inspection, so the guys want to open on Wednesday.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
We'll look forward to having all of you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck to
Yeah.
you.
Good luck.
Ready? 247 East Market Street.
Good, how are you?
Go.
Hi.
Good enough, then.
All right. All right. The applicant owner of the property located at 247 East Market Street proposes to install copper roofing atop the bay window, entry enframement, and cupola. Install copper half-round gutters and round downspouts. Replace asphalt shingles on the gable roof above the bay window with slate shingles. Replace slate shingles with standing seam metal roofing on the gable roof of the 2.5-story wing at the rear of the building. Did I miss anything? So the one roof is way up on top of the tower, so to speak. So that one you'll never see, and it's very flat.
Yes.
Yeah, right now it's like galvanized steel.
Yeah.
Copper it.
Yeah.
Also with that dormer in the front and above the door.
And what color is what does the gray refer to? The charcoal gray?
That's for the metal standing seam roof in the back.
Okay.
Is that standing seam roof actually visible from a?
See, I
Public
couldn't
way?
see it, but I know you guys, that was one of the questions you were gonna ask, so I mean, I did take pictures I sent you guys a couple pictures to see if it would be an issue.
Is that already a standing seam
No, right
roof?
now it's like,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
yeah, you can't, I mean,
It's hard to see it.
it is, just, yeah, it might be a little high.
You're laying on the grass. right?
So that's the, oh, sorry,
Yeah, I use my
That's-
drone
that-
to get the-
that's that roof there. Yeah.
And what was your question?
I just wanted, this is what's going to be
Metal.
metal
Yep.
rather than the slate that's currently there. Yeah.
I
And
think
we're talking about whether or not it's even visible.
right.
Okay.
I think one comment I had was that I think you're proposing snow guards on that metal roof, right? And if it just matched the color of the roof, so there are
Yeah,
not.
It'll be like a snow rail, actually.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna install.
Okay.
And where are the slate shingles going then?
So right now in the front of the home,
Okay.
that is right now the GAF's like slate line shingles. We're gonna replace that with slates in front.
That's the roof section that's above the bay, correct?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah,
that's
the
this.
front right.
Are these two roofs two different?
Yeah, one side is slate and then the other side is shingle.
So that's the one
And
that's
he's gonna
getting
replace the
replaced.
shingle with slate.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then next year we're gonna form it to the other side.
Yeah, that's shingle right now, and that's going to become slate.
To
Next year you're
the
gonna do
match.
these-
New slate.
Yeah.
New
The new
slate.
slate? Okay.
Okay. Do you have to replace that one?
Pretty old. I mean, not really, but you kind of should. It's gonna be a lot more. I think it would be financially more affordable than replacing the bunch everywhere in the valley and stuff. It just adds up to be cheaper. to replace it.
And speaking of valleys, are there any on these roofs that will have to be replaced?
So, yeah, on the one that we're doing slate is gonna be a copper valley.
Okay, good.
And then, the one with the metal, there's no valley.
And are there any gutters that are being replaced?
Yes, the front one where we're gonna put, slate.
The new
They're
slate.
gonna be copper
Copper.
half rounds with the circles. Downspout.
Got it.
Which section is that? That's the.
The front right, yep.
Mike, there's a chimney there. You want to do your thing about the chimneys?
Not the chimney.
Just copper flashing. I
It's
mean, they're
copper
using
flashing.
copper flashing, so you guys have no problem with that, yeah.
Well, actually, it's not. We're actually removing that. So
You're taking the chimney right off?
yeah, because they're putting a different heat system in there, so they don't really need it. So they're.
Is that on one of the roofs you're replacing?
I don't remember if it falls on that side.
It doesn't appear to.
Yeah, I think it's on the slate side. I think we're just covering the slates up and then fixing the ridge.
So you're just gonna add new slates where the chimney's out? Okay.
Yeah, we're taking about like a foot underneath the roof decking.
So you're just replacing the street side, the shingles to slate. And then the back side where the chimney is, you're removing the chimney and you'll patch with slate.
Yes, right.
Okay. And the snow guards are only on the metal roof. Okay.
I do apologize. We don't put the snow guards with the slates too on the front side.
What, ice dams?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Yep.
so you're putting the regular snow guards on. So what will they be? Will they be a color or will they
No,
be copper?
They're just regular steel.
So they're a gray.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be.
No, not shiny.
Or anything?
Yeah.
Snow guards on slate roof. A steel color, you said, right? Gray steel
Yeah.
color. Okay.
Any other questions? I'll make a motion.
Mhm.
Make a motion to approve a certificate of appropriateness for 247 East Market Street to basically as described in number 4 on the application, to install slates on the front slope of the home, metal roof on the back of the home, install copper on dormer and front door roofs, copper gutter on front slope roof, and not mentioned in the front, but in the proposal here, you are removing a chimney,
Correct.
and
Apologize.
yeah, that's okay, and covering that over with
Correct.
slate, correct? And then Joe, I didn't catch all of it, but snow guards on the slate roof and the
Correct.
metal roof as well.
Correct.
I think that's it.
Snow rail
Rail, rail.
Yeah,
on the metal roof
rails.
and snow guards on the slate roof.
And copper gutters and copper valleys.
Yeah, I think I already
You
have
you
that.
got that
Okay.
already. Is there any painting that needs to be done after all this work is done?
Maybe some touch up on the trim, but we'll keep them the same color.
Yeah, keep the same color.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
We stuff everything.
I'll second it.
Right, motion made by Rod, seconded by Diana. Any further questions or conversation? Hearing none. Connie?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
And Mike?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep,
Thank
thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you. 123 East Market Street.
Okay, applicant owner of the property located at 123 East Market Street proposes to remove all existing vinyl shutters and paint exterior, including the previously painted brick facade, all wood trim and soffits, the front door, and the rear fire escape. And let me just see, did we get colors? Yeah, we did
Yes,
get
we did.
colors. Okay. I might just mention that the shutters that are on there are not real. They're like 6 inches wide or something. I mean, my point is they don't even look like they're not proportioned for the window.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're removing those shutters then? You're going to remove the shutters. They're not going back.
Not putting anything back in its place.
Mm.
And so all the shutters that are on there right now, they're all vinyl? And yes, so both levels of that, got it. Okay. Actually, 3 levels, right? Yeah.
So the brick color is the downing stone, which is the lighter color. The windows and soffits are the sage green light, and the door is a, should say,
Pearl Noir.
pearl noir. Right.
I would hope it's not that color.
The door trim is going to be the same as the window trim?
Yes, all trim,
How about the fire escape?
black.
Okay.
And then the railing on the top of the,
That's black also.
black also, okay?
So the fire escape is black, and what was the one you asked for,
The
Diana?
railing on the top deck railing is going to be black as well. What color are you painting the gutters? Or the downspouts, really, because
Well, the downspout will be the same as the
the
building.
building, yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
So under your eaves are the underside of your soffits are going to be,
They're gonna be, sage green, white.
okay. Sage green light, okay. But your brick is, so that's the darker color
Yes, the
underneath,
green is
and
the
then the
darkest
lighter color is going to be the
color.
walls.
Most of the gutters are, box gutters anyway.
Mhm.
Oh, how fun for you. Yeah, have
Mhm.
them in our house too.
Yeah, same here.
Nightmare.
And just another note, there is a note in the application where there's an aluminum awning or aluminum awnings that are going to be removed.
On this page,
Yeah.
right above the side door. 2 of them.
So they're coming off.
They're
Oh,
coming
okay.
off.
Are you putting anything back?
No plans to put anything back. There's an eyebrow
Oh.
underneath above the door.
Oh, wow.
Between the two
Yeah.
awnings.
See it.
And is there any lighting that's going to be added or changed
No,
in this? Okay. Just curious, how long will it take paint. It's a big building.
It should be, very pretty, yes. We're here to make it right.
It'll be gorgeous, but how long will the painter be hanging
Oh,
off the
I
side
would-
of your,
I would guess 6 weeks.
yeah. Just curious.
Great colors.
Yeah,
Yeah. it's
Love
gonna
the
be pretty.
colors.
Great colors.
Yep.
Yeah.
it'll be beautiful.
Usually happens that way.
Is this one of the ones that was on the side of the building?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the colors, the paint colors for 123 East Market Street as presented. Downing stone is going to be the brick body, SW 2821, sage green light. These are Sherwin-Williams colors. SW 2851 will be all the trims, windows, soffits, and the doors will be the Perla Noir. Also Sherwin-Williams 9154.
Oh, I just noticed these, I don't know what to call them. These cages at the bottom of what color, will they be black as well?
They were removed, they were aluminum
Uh-huh.
and not appropriate to the building either.
Mhm.
We're trying to go back.
What were they? I'm sorry.
These things,
The little
those,
gates.
they're, what are they called, Tony?
No fence.
Yeah.
A balcony effect.
Oh, like a demi-lune balcony?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The little, you mean the grates?
These grates.
Yeah, the grates.
And then Connie, don't forget a fire escape and railing is going to be black.
Yep.
Fire escape and railing is going to be.
As well as the second floor deck.
Are you painting the flagpole? The flagpole, are you keeping it and painting that, or?
We're planning on putting a flag back.
Yeah, you'll paint it, yeah.
Okay.
I second that motion.
Motion made by Connie, seconded by Diana. Any further comments or discussion? Hearing none. Rod,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
so much.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thank you.
452 Main Street. Hi, Joanne. How are you?
Okay. The applicant owner of the property located at 452 Main Street proposes to install 4'2" by 3'4" 4.5" double-sided non-illuminated projecting sign and a 11/16 inch by 11 feet and 5/8 inch vinyl graphic window sign as shown in the application.
So you're changing your sign to this one.
It's gonna be the exact same sign, I'm just changing the words. And unfortunately, I think whatever 30-some years ago, that sign, 1986, I believe it's gonna be not wood, whatever he says it is, you're not allowed to use wood there. So it's, the same sign, same size, the same print, it's gonna be attached the same way, same colors.
Is he using the same bracket?
Yep. And it's actually nice because it, I don't know, whatever he puts it out, it never moves, it's
Mhm.
really sturdy.
Mm.
Because I know, I have another owner property and I've had signs move. That one's very sturdy.
So then you're putting verbiage on your window now.
Yeah, we already have the one verbiage on, and just thought maybe at the top also. Not sure I'm gonna love it, but. Maybe I'll put it on.
So what font is that?
It's the same exact font that they tried to do as the hand-cut crystal. I know he went.
It looks different, Joanne.
Different color though, right? Do you have the do you need this? That's your application?
Yeah, but they should have put on there what this one, yeah. Vinyl lettering for window color, beige. It's the same font that I have on now. If you look at the hand-cut crystal, it's hard to see.
But this looks like a script, and the hand-cut crystal looks,
I'm not talking.
You're talking about on the window.
On the side, I'm talking about on the window.
Yeah, right here.
Same
She's
font.
saying these will match.
Yeah.
oh, okay, I thought she meant this.
No, no, no.
No,
Oh,
no.
that.
Nope, nope,
I
nope.
asked
You're right.
him to
Yeah,
do as
same.
close as possible. I don't even like taking down the sign, but the problem is I've had a Christmas shop there now for more than 6 years, and people don't even know it.
Mhm.
And now I have a Christmas shop next to me, and, it's like, I want people to know I'm also a Christmas shop. And I do have an LLC for that name. I filed it under hand-cut crystal. Just so you know. I brought the paperwork because that's something I thought you might ask. But I do have an LLC. But all my taxes are filed under hand-cut crystal.
So the hand-cut crystal is staying on the window
now.
for now, and you're adding the Bethlehem Christmas shop
Yeah.
across. Yep.
Really, that's the only thing that's gonna change, because the sign will hopefully be, like, the sign needed to come down and be cleaned up anyway. It's starting, we've done that before, it's
No.
starting to peel.
That one will recognize that the sign has even changed. I mean, there'll be different text on it, but you won't even.
Right. Make a motion? Yep.
Okay.
Make a motion for a certificate of appropriateness for 452 Main Street to replace the existing, what do you call that?
Blade sign.
Blade sign, thank you. As detailed in the application, basically same size, same bracket, and as, as displayed here in the application. And then to add to the storefront window, with the vinyl lettering of Bethlehem Christmas Shop.
I second it.
Okay, motion made by Rod, seconded by Diana. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Connie,
Aye.
Joe,
Yes, aye.
and Mike.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Great.
I looked at your name and then I knew who you were.
We have to look at his name too.
He disappeared now. Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you.
So long.
It throws everybody off. I've had it only for 40 years. It's just a little longer.
316 West Street.
Is that your COVID beard, Joe? You can't hear me.
You can't.
Hello.
Aye.
Just give me a second, please.
Can I help you with that?
Trying to make sense of all this so that when I go home, it's.
I know what it's like. What was I thinking?
All right. 316, right? Is that where we're at?
That's where we're at.
Okay. The applicant owner of the property located at 316 West Street proposes to paint the masonry facade of the structure in its entirety. The paint color of the home will be changed from pink to colonial revival green stone, and there is a sample attached.
So I already have a quick question. Are you painting all of the window, everything the same green?
No, the windows are staying white.
So you're not painting those at all? You're not touching them at all? Okay. And the cornice with all the dental molding?
The one,
Up in here underneath the soffit, there's dental.
it's all gonna stay the same, and the painter said that if it needs painting, he'll let me know.
Okay.
So you're really proposing to just paint the masonry facade,
Okay.
and then if anything on the cornice needs painting. So it looks like the dentals there are actually painted the color of the facade.
Yeah,
Does,
that's
yeah.
what.
So does the
Everything is white, other than the-
right? So anything that's pink now is going to be painted pink. I mean green. Sorry.
everything else will stay white.
So dentals.
How long has it been that color?
Probably at least 30 years.
Yeah.
Tired of it?
UPS man won't know what to do.
Drive right by.
We have an ongoing joke with the yellow house up the street. Pink house. Any yellow house.
Oh,
I live in a pink house too. Do you? Mm-hmm. I almost kept it. Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna paint it, but a lighter shade. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a John Mellencamp song?
Yeah.
Little Pink
it is.
Houses?
Mhm.
Yeah, little pink houses. Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the Sherwin-Williams 2826 Colonial Revival Green Stone for the masonry facade of 316 West Street. And if the painter sees that trims or the cornice has to be repainted, you have to come see us again.
Or do you want to say can be repainted in white to match existing
No, I'm not changing anything else.
to save the trip?
Okay, then we'll let you do that.
I agree with
I'm
that.
But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
But-
Kind of.
the dentals are pink, so you realize they're going to be painted green as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll second that.
And the windows are going to be white.
Remain, right?
Were you actually proposing to paint them or not just leave them? Okay.
All right, now I'm confused. The
Honestly-
certificate of appropriateness says facade, but you are painting all four sides of your house this green. Okay. All four, the whole house.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
That would look really strange having the front.
It sure would.
Yeah,
really.
It would. Oh, they probably match very nicely though.
You know, honestly, can I just say something like before you sign
Yeah.
that off in red?
It's a free country.
It's a free country. The cornice in green is bugging me a little bit. The dental. I'm sorry, you had the dentals.
That's why I said
Thank you. Because I thought to myself at first, no, they should be the white then if they're going to be painted. The little
Things up on top.
Yeah.
The dental moldings are
Dental.
technically
It's
part
like your
of the
teeth up there.
the architectural element, which is called actually a freezer or cornice.
They're pink now,
Right.
but they're not
They-
offensive
they-
now. But if you paint them green, we're not gonna.
They should really be white.
They should be white. Is right.
Because they're
they should
part
match
of
the
the-
trim.
I'll tell him.
I'm sorry.
I thought he'd be here, so.
It's just as an architectural element that
Okay.
would be part of the rest of the cornice trim.
Right.
Yeah, it will make it pop.
It
It's
would
just
really
on the
will.
front and the back.
Yeah.
There isn't any on the side. It's-
No.
Right.
It's in the front and
Right.
the back.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not on the, yeah.
Okay.
So
That's a
dentals
good-
white.
Yeah.
All right. I had a motion. Did I hear a second?
I did second, and I will re-second.
Motion by Connie, seconded by Rod. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Diana,
Aye.
Joe,
Aye.
and Mike.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I get a copy of that?
You will.
You will.
We'll get
I
everything.
just wanted to give it to the painter, that's all.
Oh,
So he knows.
who's the painter?
Adam Waldron.
All right, he has my information. He can contact me and I'll
Okay,
let him know.
okay. Thanks.
523 Main Street. Hi.
Okay. Applicant owner of the property located at 523 Main Street proposes to install a 12 by 36 inch double-sided non-illuminated projecting blade sign, a 12 by 36 single-sided hanging sign parallel to the street, and vinyl graphics on the door. And you can see them in your packet saying Nurse Wellness. There's a little banner on this facade now that says the same thing. So is this a logo, like a company logo, this design here? The lettering and things like that? Yeah, okay.
And then where are using this photo, where is the lettering going to be? The vinyl lettering?
On the door. Right.
Oh, okay, got it.
Is it
on
just
the
going to be
door.
business hours and
Yes.
And what color will the vinyl letters be? White.
Can we go back to the font? Is,
I trying to correct myself, I don't think the font is part of the logo with the colors on.
okay. So do you know what font is represented here then? Is it, historically, we just asked for a serif versus sans serif.
No, it's Serif.
Serif.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you be willing to change that? Serif? I think it's just a serif, but I know there's a lot of different serifs, and Marcia was one that was like, guru with that.
for some reason sans serif is sticking in.
Pardon me, Mike?
Sans serif is sticking in my.
Yeah, me too.
There's that. Isn't Helvetica Serif font?
I
too?
know, it wasn't Helvetica. Right.
Yeah, that maybe
It
that's
has
what I
all
was
the lines and, yeah. Because the sans serif was a little cleaner. But a lot of the buildings, you can kind of see it on, because we did request it often. So the background is white, pure white.
As we have shown you.
Okay, PMS, okay. Do you have the PMS colors?
Not for the white, that's
Oh, okay.
the MS colors we have, but
Well, it says the PMS color for the white is PMS
2380.
2380C, right?
yeah, no, sorry.
Agreed.
Yeah, the pan is painted white. PMS 2380C is this right here. That's the white.
the letters. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's more of an orange tone.
It's okay.
And that's a logo color then?
Yes.
Okay.
Blue.
Got it.
Would you want to see the blue as well?
Sure.
Very dark blue, yes. It's the bottom here.
Okay.
Okay, like a midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a midnight light.
So you don't have the white color in that fan deck?
We showed it, it's just a true one.
Okay. Okay, so usually don't we tone that down a little bit to a little softer?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
So that it's just not so strong. You know, there's a little bit more yellow
Yeah, like a,
yellow added to it.
Part of their logo colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that may make the red less.
Glaring.
So we're changing the white background
Softening it.
to the tan. We'll just call it the tan logo color.
my question for the board, I guess, I see the blade sign, I understand that, but aren't signs forward facing usually attached to the building? Am I missing something there or?
Yeah, I mean, this is just a hanging sign, so it's not, a facade mounted sign.
Okay.
What did I'm sorry if I missed it. What is the bracket for the blade sign? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
I got bent metal.
Yeah, the top.
Yep, got it. Yep.
And how does the single face, the overhead one, how does that mount?
That's going to be mounted from the underside of the top there.
Okay.
Walk in,
By chain?
probably with angle, due to the height, we need to take it all the way to the top of the soffit area there.
Mhm.
Okay.
We sucked up tight
Okay.
with like a piece of angle along there.
And it's supported how?
With a piece of angle or two that gets mounted to the sign and then attached into the soffit area.
Okay, so only part of that metal, is this the metal? So if this is the metal, and this is the sign we're talking about?
Yes.
So only that part is going to be attached.
Correct, yeah, sorry. So this right here is the overhead of the blade sign, the flag mounted sign coming off the building, so you can
Right.
see it. This is.
Oh,
the
okay,
single
that,
face sign,
I see.
if you're
Okay,
looking up
okay.
at it.
All right, good. Because I was a little worried about that.
And
Lion.
single face sign is an angled bracket to the underside of that soffit there.
Why are we using that bracket when we usually traditionally on Main Street does have this, most of our brackets that we put on stores are the scroll bracket, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Board?
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that that should be used instead of,
Typically do that, like you guys suggest, with placement on the building in the cornice above, prohibits us from having any sign hanging or dangling below brackets.
And whack your head.
Bracket.
Got it.
all right, well, then I just saw something on this. Dear Santa.
Yeah, the Dear Santa sign is pretty.
No, I'm just saying the bracket itself, it goes over a cornice as well.
Here it is.
Where? You see it?
Yeah, it's in here.
Or even Young's. Look at Young's as well. That goes above the cornice. Could that happen on your building?
I don't, the landlord's not very accepting, I should say, to placement above the cornice. Because they have plans for that big
Those
green.
arches.
Tan area, the whole facade above the
Mm.
How deep does that go back then? Is it like a 4 foot, roof or ledge?
I think it's just a ledge.
The cornice, but I mean, how far from the front of the cornice to the green, how far is that?
From the front of the cornice back to the green. Yeah, it's a few
6, 8
inches.
inches.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe 5 inches.
So you're saying the landlord doesn't want that sign to be mounted to the harness molding?
Yeah, just, everything across.
Okay. So this sign is gonna just look like it's hanging out there. Sticking out there. Interesting. And no other place for it, huh?
We tried and.
Yeah, everything else is
we've
glass,
literally
yeah.
cut open ceilings already. to
Have you?
try and get,
Hmm.
mounting provisions. See what mounting provisions would be needed. But I'm not thrilled with having to put it there, but it's the only access point we tend to Google. No one technically allowed it.
Well, what would happen if you said to the landlord that this is how we want it? The historic, board. I mean, bought a house or bought a building in historic Bethlehem.
How about this? Did you see their sign? It's underneath. So this sign that we're talking about, what is the size of it? I'm sorry again. Help me with that. 12 by 36. What, can you make that one a little bit smaller and hang it like Le Petit Provence is hanging? So, I mean,
Are you asking me to hang it
from the underside. No, I mean, like move it down to this location underneath there.
So basically just turn that single face sign, I think that defeats the purpose. It's kind of going into your walkway there. We're trying to catch people on the
Sure.
sidewalk and on the street.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, this may be a higher soffit, and they can hang it and still get the 96 inches under it where they can't on their facade. That's what they're saying. They can't.
We tried
The
putting it
soffit
on
is
top
low.
with a nice bracket. We put some pictures of some WDR.
Yeah, right.
Make sure, show that to them. and
Yeah, that is a nice sign.
like, no. This nurse wellness tenant, like what happened, but very upset and the landlord care less about them not having a sign there.
Could that street facing sign be vinyl letters on the storefront window instead? Right.
You're talking this one, Joe?
Yeah, put it on the storefront window.
Yeah, I mean, well, Joanne's, we just saw Joanne, she's adding, so I mean, I own a store and that's where mine is.
On the
And
window?
yeah, I have it actually on the window. I also have a blade sign, but it's up high.
Right.
Put it on the like, two entrance windows
Mm-hmm,
as you walk in, as opposed to that one on the front door.
mm-hmm.
So they only have, so if you're looking at that picture on the left there,
Mm-hmm.
there's two doors. They only have
The one
Left,
side,
yeah.
right. And it's another business on the other one.
Right, it's actually the landlord's.
Okay. Hmm.
this may be a dumb question, but could a bracket be custom made that would incorporate some kind of, we're talking about like having a scroll feature or something to the bracket? Couldn't
Of course it could.
there be some kind of customization done there?
Well, yeah, that cornice is the problem. I mean, how do you jump over that?
Okay, so is this window part of the nurse's window? Is that part of the,
They have the,
No.
so this belongs to,
Oh, wait, yes, you're right. It
Do they
is.
have two?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They have two facing the front, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Sorry, yes.
1, 2.
And the
Okay.
angle.
so do you think since they want to do something with this, the green spaces, would he be amenable to innocuous, like almost invisible bracket in this panel in here? Just at least to,
There's no access up
There's,
there.
there's no access to that one. Sign which is above
okay.
there, from behind it.
There's like seven drawings.
And I'm sure you guys went through all this, right? You're like, oh, we have to do this again.
No, just maybe like giving different options to them, the landlord, trying to understand sort of what you guys would want.
Yeah.
So have we like asked all the questions, or is there one that we don't?
Just to throw ideas that we haven't thought about. Point blank, would you guys approve both of those signs as is with the new background color? Or are you leaning towards fully approving the blade sign, throwing vinyl on the windows instead, or simply like that sign that's right above the front door?
That's a lot of questions. Okay, so if we go back to the nurse wellness sign, I have a bit of a concern over the size, but I know you kind of have to grab people. I get that. So 36 is, I think that's 34 and a half. No, no. Okay. Yeah, there you go. God bless you.
Jim?
I'm just thinking out loud here, but I think part of the problem is without the bracket, the sign looks so generic.
Yes.
I think the serif letters will help that.
Mhm.
But also if the sign had some shape, like if it were oval or something round on the end, at least it wouldn't be
So
such
square,
such
yeah.
a slab. Just
Yeah.
you
So
know,
Ray and Derek.
since we can't, since you can't have a bracket with that gives you some shape. Yeah,
Well, anything would
Yeah.
help with the
Yeah.
serif
yeah. I
and
think the
correct
scalloped
band
corners
line.
would be
It's an excellent idea.
would be
John.
nice. You know, if we can't get that detail in the bracket, let's try to do something, you know, with the sign. So there's a little, that won't hurt their sign at all if they scallop the corners.
Right. So then,
I would make it even bigger than that.
yeah, I would too. I'd make them
The
deeper.
dowel part. I mean, it just,
Make them
looks-
important.
it
The more we
looks,
cut those in, the smaller the letters.
Well, what's gonna determine that is the bottom corners and how big they can make the scallop before it hits the letters, and then the top should match. So I think that would be my guide. Make it as big as you can
on
with the
bottom.
letters on the bottom, and then the top matches.
So this band that goes around here, is it a half inch? Isn't that our
Yeah.
guideline?
Usually,
It's
half.
just
Must be
about a-
indented.
Right.
So that'll go around too.
Right.
Yeah. that'll be-
I know you remember that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the sign's not lit, right?
Those are nurse wellnesses.
This is in high school for him.
What's the top of this? What are the sides of the sign? Is it just going to be total square, or can you do like a router along the edges, so it's not just?
Like along the.
Pardon me?
Like along the side here. So it's gonna be standing off my hands to the building.
That's fine.
What do you, I'm not sure what you're asking. Are you talking about this side right here?
Well, to go around the sign and not make it look, I don't know what the right word is to look at when it's so angular, and to look at, you have the scallops, and then if you look at where somebody would go along an edge and see, like you look at the podium there, okay, and you see how there's like the trim is such that you'd have the same thing going along the outer edge, and it'd be like just if you took a router along a piece of wood, and it just gives a little bit of a curve to the entire sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, this is a box sign, and I guess
Totally different sign, that's a HARB sign. You mean like a bevel thing?
A bevel look just to the edge. I don't know if you can do that, but
Yeah, now it's.
So,
Charging like weekly bucks.
okay.
so look at the Dear Santa sign. So
Yeah.
that's how usually we ask the edge detail to be.
Mhm.
That's what I'm thinking.
that's
something like
a
that.
carved sign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a HARB.
So does the box have to be so thick, 2 inches?
It does for the bracket. Plate on it. Shear weight.
Mhm.
Off the building. You can have that. 2x2 going through. Coming from the bracket. Going through. I think the scallop corners are really going to help.
Mhm.
I agree.
There's 3 colors on it, so. it's really
So then
good.
the side color, the thickness color,
Mhm.
can we have that off-white?
Rather not. Of the corners.
How much?
How much is a lot?
How much is a lot? No. I understand.
Very much in their budget currently, so having all these doodads, I'm gonna take the hill on that, so.
I just think that looking at that from the side then wouldn't be as in your face.
Or, yeah, I mean,
See if you could talk to them and see.
Two different schools of thought. Thinner kind of looks cheaper, so that the color more or less wrapped around will give it the sign even more depth.
Right.
Most people
Thanks.
looks better.
And I think it's going to help that it's a darker color because it's almost a black. It's such a midnight blue. I think that will help.
And
Yeah,
at night,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even think
the
you're going to
darker
even
color.
notice it.
And plus putting the scallops on it it's going to soften the top and the bottom.
We're not lighted,
from the
right?
side.
No.
Get that.
And we get
Mhm.
the scale, having those scallops.
Okay.
How are the letters affixed to the sign?
They'll be stud mounted and.
What do you mean stud mounted?
There's threads that go in it, so we routed this out of acrylic, painted it PMS color,
Mhm.
and then we drill and tap the back of the acrylic. So there's actual threads in the back, and then there's threaded rod.
Is it a standoff kind of thing?
No, it'll be flat.
Okay.
But it goes through the aluminum here,
Uh-huh.
and then the back side, there's these studs coming through here that we can put nuts on.
Mm.
Oh, so it never falls off.
And then how many windows will have vinyl on them, vinyl lettering? Then you'll have both windows, the slanted window and the front window, and then the business hours will be on the door, correct?
Yes.
Are we okay with that? Hanging sign above on the soffit and then just hours as we propose.
Mhm.
I think the sign should match though, don't you, as far as the shape?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So then what? We're recommending to just do the two signs and only hours on the door and no logos on the windows.
Right.
Diana, you want to give it a shot?
No, I do not.
I'll go for it.
Okay.
Okay. Motion to approve the nurse wellness sign 36 by 12 with scalloped corners in the PMS colors that are listed on the proposal.
Except,
Except we dumbed down the white,
right.
not in a gray manner, but softer, yes. In fact, if you want me to pick from your PMS thing, I'll be happy to. And the sign will be mounted. Okay, this is where I'm a little lost here because I don't know if did we finalize that it had to be the bracket, right?
Yeah.
The bracket like you're
the
talking
bracket
about,
is shown.
okay. As shown. And two vinyl signs on the windows. Correct?
No, vinyl sign on the door.
Oh, for the hours.
For the hours.
Sorry.
And serif letters.
And serifs. Right. Yeah, I did say
On
that.
both signs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know I said,
We'll basically make them match.
Yep.
Basically.
so we're changing the PMS 2380C. That it's the, that is the, oh, I see what is, okay, I'm sorry. And then the,
That's the blue, isn't it?
Pantone 485.
We have it backwards.
Yeah, you did.
Labeled backwards.
Yeah, that's okay.
Pantone 485C.
Wait, hold on a minute. Say this again.
Before
The pan,
blue.
the pan
Pantone.
is painted white. The PMS 2380C is the letters.
Correct.
Right. All right. And the 485C is the border. And what?
The sign.
Right.
Well, the only color I can see in here is a more gray. I don't see anything, the warmer,
468, yeah.
yeah. This one right here, that's too yellow. No, too yellow, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dumb down the pages.
Yeah, it's kind of like that color instead of that.
I mean, we can do,
You don't want it that tan.
No, I was just thinking, I don't have a problem with the white. I just think that having it a softer, instead of being so stark. And what color is your red again? I'm sorry.
There's should be
Oh.
one sticky notes.
Okay. Thank you. So we're looking at that and that. Well, if you come up with it, we'll approve this, but if you come up, because it's going to be a flat color, right? Not gloss.
Yeah, it'll be, we paint everything set.
Okay. So this is cool gray.
Cool gray brown.
Yeah. Cool gray 1C.
So the white, cool gray 1C or similar.
Yeah.
White to cool gray 1 or similar. Okay.
Okay. So where was I? What didn't I
I
finish?
think pretty much addressed everything. Scallop corners, the colors as submitted except for the white, changed to cool gray 1 or similar. Mounting brackets as shown, and serif letters.
That covers both signs now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Motion's been made. Second.
I'll second.
Motion been made by Connie, seconded by Mike. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Diana.
No.
Rod.
Yes.
Right.
And Joe, yes. Motion carries 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1. There you have it. Fun fact, did you know that this was the city's tallest structure from 1893 to 1922?
Did not know that.
I didn't know that.
This building, this structure.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
You're just a wealth of information. 523 Main Street.
That was 523.
that was
Main
Oh,
Street.
that was 523. I'm sorry.
23 East Church.
23's Church.
Lucy.
Lucy?
Thank you for your patience.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I just got in from Chicago. I wasn't sure I had my daughter with me because I wasn't sure if my friend would be late, but it'll work out.
It did. Welcome.
Okay.
Hopefully you weren't on United wheel steering.
Applicant owner of the property located at 23 East Church Street proposes to remove a door frame, header, and roof along Long Street and install brick in the resultant opening. The new brick mortar and pointing to match the existing to the greatest extent possible. So this is a door on the side of the house, and as you'll see in the picture, there's no stairs or anything. It just opens, and if you stepped out of it, it's a
Drop.
drop. You could hurt yourself. So I don't know what used to be there. Do you know how it was accessed in the past?
They told me they took this step out because they had a lot of loitering hanging around. And
Why?
Loitering.
Loitering.
Oh, loitering.
when they started to put like graffiti into the brick.
Really?
And that, I don't know when he did that. He bought the home in the 80s. 18 years ago.
So what room does this enter into? A kitchen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was my understanding was there was a bathroom there,
Mhm.
and then there was a laundry room, and then I moved the laundry room upstairs 2 years ago. So now I want to open up my kitchen, so I have a window on both sides.
You shut one of your doors, didn't you?
Yeah, we moved it. We moved one.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Okay.
Good memory.
It's a no-brainer.
And you're not turning
Yeah.
that into
Yeah.
a window, you're just completely breaking that off.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, because I thought about it might be easier, but the height is all wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in the pattern.
Yeah.
If you did
So I
two
just-
windows.
Just take it all out.
How close do you think you'll be able to get the brick?
I'm not sure. I looked online under, I don't think, but that's a well-known brand. And, but yeah, I don't have to rely on the person doing that.
Yeah.
Who was that guy, that bricklayer that worked over at Moravian, at the Moravian Museum? Didn't he make his own bricks?
I don't think he made them, but he had, he had sources and
He
he
had
went
access
down
to
it.
them.
Yeah,
I
there's somebody
know.
else that came in that had source for all the reused.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you talk to a brick seller, they'll come out. I know there's one group I know of called Church Brick. And like if we have a project where we're trying to match brick, they'll come out and
Okay.
try to match it as closely as you can.
Yeah.
And just, my comment about the joints and pointing and mortar color and stuff, just make sure that matches and the profile of the joint, the pointing of the joint, and so on. Ideally, the brick would be toothed in and not just, there wouldn't be any straight cold joints. So I think we should make that recommendation too, that the new brick actually get toothed into the existing, which means taking some of the half bricks or pieces out and toothing it in so that it's not, you're not going to see a
Oh, yes,
rectangular.
all right. I know what you
Right.
mean.
Cold
Yes,
joint.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So how are we differentiating if at all? It'll still, the brick is still going to look slightly different no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, until it ages, I mean, even if you got it to close to what it was, I mean, it's going to be new, so it's
Right.
not going to
Yeah.
have dust and dirt. And
Yeah.
Graffiti.
the next time he comes back 20 years from now, or something, the daughter comes back, then it might finally blend together, right?
How old is the door?
Predates my ownership. It has an aluminum
Screen door.
screen door on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't look too old.
So it's not an old original door then?
The screen door is not, the door behind it, I don't know. That, it has it's not a glass. It's plastic. But the door itself could be original. I don't know about that. But I know the glass was taken out at one time.
So this header that's is above the window, it's
Yeah.
above the door then
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's above the door,
So
yeah.
that's going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, we go by that. I don't think the piece of stone that's underneath it, I would try to take, I want to take that out. So then it's just-
Down in here.
Yeah.
So head and sill to be removed.
Do you have a contract already lined up?
Yeah.
Why, did you want to give it a shot there, Joe?
Pardon me?
Did you want to do it?
No. No.
Oops, sorry.
I'll take any other recommendations you have, because this is, it's hard to find out. It'd be nice to get the
I thought I had put that man's name in my phone and I was looking for it and I didn't have it. I'm ready to make a motion. If we're ready.
Okay, Diana.
All right.
Go.
I'm make a motion to approve the application for certificate of appropriateness for 23 East Church Street as described, which means that the side door on Long Street will be removed along with the header as well as the roof and the frame. And the opening that is left will be bricked with appropriate colored brick to match the house as best as possible. And Joe, how do you describe that?
Yeah, the new brick should be toothed into
Toothed
the
in,
existing
yes, uh-huh.
brick.
The new brick should be toothed into the sides of the opening. And I
And
guess,
you're removing the stone underneath the door as well.
okay,
Yeah,
and the stone
Yep,
beneath the
that-
door will
that's the
be.
sill, yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
sill?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Glengarry has started making antique brick. Glengarry.
Oh, yeah, Glengarry, Glen Ross. Mhm. Second?
I second.
Second by Joe. Okay. Motion by Diana, seconded by Joe. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Connie.
Aye.
Diana made the motion. Rod.
Aye.
Joe second. Mike.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
good
Thanks for your
luck.
patience.
With people around the neighborhood at 17, the guy who was here at the Black House. Yeah, they just had a bunch of brickwork done, and that contractor did a couple of spots up the street. Like he worked his way down.
Ladies,
Got a couple people on Church
Old
Street
Joy
there. He did a
Road.
really nice job too. He might have, I don't remember the contractor's name, but he might
I
be able
need
to help
some.
you.
Oh, I have a ton
Yep.
of them.
Okay.
I'll give them to you when I
Hi,
return
how are
your
you?
ice machine.
You guys always manage to be last. Every time I think they're here, they're last on,
They wait till-
on a long night.
Because they wait
Well,
till
she
the
came me
last
quick
second
with
to
her
submit.
phone.
And, hey, you got to get in earlier. All right. So we've seen this one before in the information I provided you before the meeting. I did provide information from back in August of 23 when they were back, and they did talk about adding this dormer, which, if I remember correctly, is the primary point of this application. So let me get to that. All right. Applicant, owner of the property located at 459 Old York Road, proposes to reconstruct an original dormer, install exterior house lighting, and paint, trim, and shutters. The proposed lantern sconce to be located adjacent to the doors on the east and south elevations shall be the 8.5-inch wide by 26-inch high Kingston 10014 BK large wall mount lantern. The proposed emergency lighting to be located above the door on the north elevation shall be the Lumencia LLRH LED 2 PWPMV fixture, and the proposed paint colors are Sherwin-Williams 6209 ripe olive and Sherwin-Williams 2829 classic white.
Sure.
So,
So the dormer is being added for architectural relevance, correct? Okay.
We have only those historic photographs, so we did try and match.
Yeah. And then this is the actual lantern that you're proposing to put on both doors, correct? Okay. And it's going to be in what color?
It'll be the black finish.
Okay. And are you using any of these LED outlight on the other side of this?
It's just the location of the emergency lighting.
Oh, I see.
For A201 sheet, we have emergency lighting above the 100A floor.
Oh, yes, okay, I
And
understand.
then also the elevation above that, the 100s in 4A. Those are the two locations. That's it.
104A, got it, okay, understood.
so 104A, and where was the other one?
100A.
100A on the other side of the building.
Oh, I see. Yep.
And so the lanterns are the front door and then two locations, the front door and then 100A.
Right. and the lanterns are black. The emergency lighting is, what's that, do you know?
It would probably be white.
Yeah, they usually are white.
They're usually white. I don't know.
Do you need to see that? I don't know if you need
I
to
have
see
it
it.
actually.
Okay, all right. Do they come in colors?
No, I don't think that one does.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's an off-white.
And one of the other questions that we always end up discussing is the lumens that are going to be used, or the wattage, the amount of light that's going to be emitted from the lanterns. Joe, do you remember what the max
Well, we
is?
just, yeah, I forget, but we wanted it to be a warm color, but with the LEDs, you can control that.
You can.
Under
Right.
3,000 Kelvin.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you wouldn't,
Yeah,
but I'm just
3,000
reading.
was it? Yes.
What is it, Mike?
It's under 3,000
Okay.
Kelvin.
All right.
2,700 actually is the
Preferred.
And it looks like we were able to do it in black.
Perfect.
The lighting?
Yeah, it's the emergency lighting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. And then just to be clear, the trim is the classical white, and the shutters are the ripe olive.
Just the right color.
that's pretty cool.
That's the color we needed for that sign.
Yeah, say that's the-
Almost.
that's
Yeah,
the
that is the
lighting.
color we need for that
Almost.
last
It's still
sign.
pretty yellow, guys.
Mm,
That's beautiful.
And you can see
Yeah,
we're
it's great.
trying to recreate a lot of the shutters from those locations. It's not the upper one.
So the shutters on the west, are they, I mean, they're different. They're not paneled. They're more of a slat type shutter. Is that,
So you have two different eras. So the main level is the panel
right?
style, and then below that,
Okay. So they're
the board and batten.
they're historically appropriate. Yeah, appropriate. Yeah.
Versus 1830s.
And when that dormer is installed, will it require a valley where it meets the roof?
No, I don't think so. We're just flashing it.
Do we need a copper in there?
What is
I
the,
think you're going to see it.
Okay.
are you replacing the existing wood with slate? Has that been done already? I guess not.
It
Because,
hasn't been done already, but it will all be
all right.
slate,
So,
as it originally was.
I mean, there'll probably need to be some flashing where that
Probably
dormer.
need,
yeah,
So
some flashing,
we would
yeah.
just want that to be the copper
Copper.
flashing then.
Yeah, it will be covered.
Do you think it should be like
Hmm?
heated and brought down to instead of being a bright color?
Patinaed?
Yes, thank you.
Hmm.
Patina it. You know, keep it more historic feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, it
We'll
will.
see what we ended up
It-
spending for that, but I think it was something that was toned down a little bit.
Okay.
Rain? I hear thunder.
I don't think so. No, it's not raining out yet.
Would be a wonderful thing to have rain.
And the one other item was signage. We just haven't gotten there yet, so we'll
Come
come
back.
back. That'll be
Great.
Is that the last item you have remaining on?
for the house.
Remind me what the house is going to be called? Grist Miller's house?
Well, it's the Ralph Schwartz Interpretation Center,
Mm-hmm.
and there's two phases. This is the first phase and then the connector.
Right, remember the connector, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It'll be colonial trains and crowds.
Uh-huh.
Big tickets.
Cool.
the 2 hours was 17 what and 18 what?
17, 2, and 34.
Okay. Okay. I'm good.
Actually, just one more thing to mention. Since I submitted this, we've been doing demo on the house, and we actually uncovered those lower story windows and discovered that they are 2/2. So we will be replacing to match what was there.
The ones in the stone there on the
So
west.
the ones that are in the, right,
And what
that
about
level, so the west side.
in the south and the
south,
north?
that one.
What about the north? There's a window in the stone portion on the north as
Which
well.
we thought was interesting. We have some sash to replicate.
But are they all 2/2?
Yes, that level,
So all windows in stone will be 2/2.
except that one on the proposed west side. All of the double hung ones. The same
Right.
style ones.
Right. So all double hung
Mhm.
in stone will be 2/2. Okay.
Don't have any-
All good?
I'll make a motion to approve 459 Old York Road as submitted for the dormer addition, using the proposed exterior house lighting and the exterior paint colors for the trim and shutters. And do you want me to capture the windows in this one?
Sure.
I think you should, yeah.
Yeah, and then, and upon demolition, it was discovered that the windows in the stone were 2/2, and they are going to be replaced in kind as 2/2, with the exception of the one window in the proposed west wall is going to stay the same. Right, okay.
So can I simplify that if I might to propose existing double hung windows in the stone portion of the building will be changed to 2/2?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion made by Mike, seconded by Diana. Any further comment or discussion? Hearing none. Connie?
Aye.
Rod?
Aye.
Joe?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I feel like we did 2 months of work in one night.
Because we did.
That's pretty efficient.
Yeah. Wasn't bad, but ready to go.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I move to
Let me get that. Yeah.
end the meeting.
I'll second that.
Aye.
Hold on. Motion
too.
motion by
Hurry up, Joe.
Diana. Sorry. So you guys get to go home and forget about this. I gotta go.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Joe.
And remember and fill in the
You are like
pieces.
the rock star of
Seconded
the
by
group.
who? I'm sorry.
Aye, aye.
By Rod. Unanimous
Yes.
at 7:05.
We all think about you going home and having to do this.